a good time to tell a story from a long time ago. Long ago, far away. Off the eastern shores of the great Mediterranean Sea, there rose a mountain range in the ancient kingdom of Phrygia. And out of the mountains of Phrygia, there flowed a great river. The river Pactolus, fed by many mountain streams and springs. It roared down and wended its way all the way to the coast of the Mediterranean. And up at the headwaters of that river, there stood a great palace, the palace of the king. A king who loved his mountain home, who loved his kingdom, who loved his rose garden, pretty beautiful roses, all many colors, who loved his dark-eyed daughter, who loved even more than all these things, gold. He loved gold so that it was ever on his mind. His name, you may have heard, was Midas. King Midas of Phrygia loved many things, but of all the things he loved, the thing he desired and loved the most was indeed the glinting gold in his treasure hoards. Now, it happened one day when he went out, as he often did in the early morning hours, to prune his rose garden, to smell their scent, to see their beautiful color, to feel their soft petals. He came into his rose garden and he found a sleeping rustic vagabond in the middle of his rose garden. What is this man doing here, he thought. At first he was going to be upset and call his guards, but then he saw, wait a minute. I know this man. He is Silenus. He is a good friend of Bacchus. Bacchus, who is a partying god who likes to have wonderful parties out here in the mountain hills and the woods, and who gives us the good grapes and the juice of the grapes to enjoy. He is one of the important figures and powerful people of these mountains, and this is his good friend. Well, whether he was a friend of a mighty god or not, he is obviously a stranger, and it is a blessing to welcome the stranger in. So he had the guards come and help the dozing old fellow up and into his chambers, where they dressed him and bathed him and fed him well and cared for him for many days, until the great Bacchus came, searching for his lost friend Silenus. And when he saw the hospitality that Midas had given to his good friend, Bacchus was pleased. He said, with my power I will grant you a wish. Name it, what do you wish for? Well, Midas had to think at all. He spoke before his thought. Gold, he said. Gold I wish to hold, gold I wish to touch, gold I wish all that I could touch was gold. Bacchus laughed. Oh, you mortals, what foolish things you wish for. But if that is what you wish, so be it. When you wake in the morning, your wish will be granted you. Well, Midas could hardly wait for his wish to come true. So he went to bed early that night. He slept fitfully and drank all the while of gold, glittering gold, gleaming gold that he might hold. And when he awoke in the morning, he opened one eye first and then another. He saw golden sunlight shining in through his window, scattered across his bed sheets. And he wondered, was it a dream? Had his wish come true? He reached to his sheets to climb out of his bed, and as soon as he touched the cloth, the fabric became glittering golden cloth, gleaming, brightening the room even more as it sparkled in the sunlight. He threw the gold cloth off, and he stood. He gratefully bowed. Oh, thank you. His hands touched the tiled floors, and from his touch gold spread in every direction until he stood upon a gleaming golden tiled floor. He touched the walls, likewise gold. The gold ran up the columns high to the arches to the ceiling. Overhead he was in a great golden dome of a room, brilliant in the morning light. He pushed open the now golden doors and went out into the beautiful world. All my wish has been fulfilled. I have a touch of gold. It was early in the morning, and he was accustomed to going to his beautiful rose garden to enjoy the roses, to smell their sweet scent, and to feel their soft petals. And so he went to his favorite rose, a pure white rose that stood high in the middle of his garden, and he reached to it to smell it, and he smelled nothing. When he opened his eyes, he looked and he saw the golden rose before him, transformed from his touch. And as he stared at the strange new golden thing that had been a white rose, he watched as a bee came lazily by, paused for a moment on the golden flower, and ran off, flew away to one more living and sustaining rose nearby. That is strange, thought Midas. And that is when he learned his first lesson. That gold, as beautiful and precious as it is in many eyes, gold, unlike a rose, has no life within it. It is not a living thing. It is not a part of the living world. But it was a beautiful thing. This is an even lovelier rose than the one it had been before. Now he turned to his meal, hungry for food. He came out into his patio beside the gardens there, where already his table was laid with good foods for the morning, sweet-smelling, warm bread, which he grabbed in his hand and he ate. And choked on, and nearly broke a tooth apart. For what had gone in his bread came out as golden nuggets and bits of dust. The gold bread in his hand was inedible. And so he reached for another. It too, gold, as soon as he touched it. A grape, he thought, perhaps I'll cook, but it caught in his throat and shot out a golden pellet. This is when he learned his second lesson. You cannot eat gold. Gold is not living, and it cannot feed the living. It is not something you can eat. And he was wondering how he might solve this problem of a meal with his hunger growing in his belly. As he was thinking of this, he heard one of his favorite sounds. Father! His lovely dark-eyed daughter had come to greet him in the morning. And before he thought, he turned and she leapt into his arms. Father! And then he recoiled as he saw cold gold where her bright eyes had been. Cold gold where her lovely flowing hair had streamed. Cold gold, all her body gold. And that is when he learned his third lesson. That no matter how much you might love gold, it cannot love you back. And then he wept. What fool am I, wiping golden teardrops from his eyes, tinkling on the ground of the gold that he had touched and made. Such a fool. I have lost things that were much more precious to me than gold. How did I know? How could I have known? I thought gold was the most important thing, and now I revile it. I cannot was in the first place, had been nearby, listening and heard, and came before Midas and said, King Midas, why do you cry? You have everything you have asked for. And I have been a fool, said Midas. I thought gold was good. I thought gold was high above all else. But gold is not a living thing. And you cannot eat it. It cannot feed you. And it certainly cannot give you love. What have I done? Please take back this gift. And, strange to say, as these stories go, for a rare moment, the god felt pity and agreed. Yes, I will take this gift from you, and you will take away wisdom from this. Now go to the river Pactolus. There, wash your hands in the cold iced waters of the mountain stream, and it will wash away this wish, and all shall be restored to you. And so it was, King Midas went, hurried to the mountain stream. He plunged his hands into the icy water, and he could feel that golden touch stream away from his hand, and he could see the sand of the riverbed glint and glitter with golden dust as it received his golden gift. And when he came back to his garden, the roses were full and alive, the bread was warm and steaming, and his daughter was warmly smiling. He held her, and he loved the touch of her, the look of her, and the love of her. And he learned from this folly wisdom. Now they say that when he washed away the golden touch into the river Pactolus, it flowed down out of the mountains with gold. Gold glittered in the sands of the river, of the streams of the mountains, washed down from the mountains down to the sea coast. And over the years, the people of the land saw that there was gold in those mountains, saw that there was gold in the water, and began to sift and seine the gold from the riverbed. In time, Phrygia became the kingdom of Lydia. And the Lydians, seeing gold in the river Pactolus, found a unique way, not quite so much like the California gold miners with their pans. Instead, they used the skin of sheep. The thick, hairy wool of the sheep's fleece could be dipped into the river and run across the sandy bottom, and the water would flow through, and when they would pull it up, they would find that the woolen fleece had seined the gold from the riverbed, so that the fleeces glittered with the gold. This was how they harvested the gold from the river, and this perhaps was the origin of another great story from that region, the story of a golden fleece. But I will not tell you that story, but I will tell you this. The Lydian people were historically some of the very first people to stamp gold into coins and to use gold to exchange for goods. For when you take a coin of gold and you say to someone, that looks like a good sheep, I will give you this coin for that sheep. And that person says, yes, that gold coin is worth one sheep. All right, I will make the exchange. You have then given the gold to the man with the sheep, and the man with the sheep has turned his sheep to gold. And that is the historical lesson of the golden touch. For still today, when any of us exchange a coin or cash or money for another thing, when any of us sell a thing for money, we have turned that thing into money. We have turned it into gold. We have taken on the golden touch. So let us still remember today, lest we become confused like Midas and think that the money, the gold itself is the most important thing. Let us remember, it is not a living thing. And you cannot eat it. And no matter how much you might love it, it can never love you.